Hello, it's Beth of beth-schneider.com, integrating spiritual and financial freedom that we may be living full spectrum lives. So greetings to you today on this Thanksgiving weekend in Southern California. It is a brisk, I don't know, it's like probably in the low 60s, but it's chilly for us. And taking a stroll with you in my neighborhood in Burbank, California. So I want to share today in this arena of integrating spiritual and financial freedom, this merging of heaven and earth, the lesson phrase today from the Course in Miracles. It's lesson 332, and it says, "Fear binds the world and forgiveness sets it free." Fear binds the world, forgiveness sets it free. So whatever is the limitation that you have experienced in life around money and experiencing life not showing up as freely flowing around money, which was my experience as I wanted it to, is based in fear. Fear is absolutely a concept around some kind of constriction, limitation, things not being able to work out as we would hope. So that's fear. But forgiveness sets it free. And so forgiveness in this sense, forgiveness in the way that the Course in Miracles explains it, is really of the tallest order, often in a conventional way of thinking about forgiveness. We recognize that someone has done something definitely wrong, and we're going to forgive them anyway. We'll be the bigger person and we'll give them grace. We'll let them off the hook, but they did it. I mean, in other words, they still did this bad thing, but I'm going to be the bigger person and say, you know, that they're forgiven. But in the concept of forgiveness that the Course in Miracles shares, it's really recognizing that fundamentally we're not these bodies, we're not these personality, ego structures. So the things that are experienced in this made-up world, this unreality, like being in a movie, is not real. And so the forgiveness is giving it forth, it's letting it go, it's recognizing that someone that does something that's not from a place of love and recognizing the unity of all, and that what we have, we share with all, is an illusion. And that's based in fear. So in this case, forgiveness is releasing all the illusions that have been present for me to engage in something quote unquote bad, or for someone else, or for the horrors that we perceive on the earth to take place of human against human, or human against natural life on the earth. That is all happening because of illusions. And so as I forgive them, I am seeing beyond them. So how does this, back to you and I, fear binds the world, fear binds me, fear binds you in whatever has been the way life has shown up. And now you're at a point where you're really willing to step out of the identity at that ego level that has formed your experiences up to now, that has been the defining structure as to why what you have is what you have on a physical level. And to forgive it, it's like give it forth. It was all based in illusions. I mean, everything's a story. There are good stories, there are bad stories, but either way they're stories, and they can be given forth, they can be forgiven, recognized as the illusions that they are. Tell a different story. No matter what, you're telling a story. But if we allow ourselves through forgiveness to release fear, then we have a much broader playing field, and we can design consciously the stories that we rather choose to tell, to change the story. You know, it's very easy to get into a rut, into a pattern. Our brain forms grooves and patterns of what is familiar to it. So it takes work, it takes effort to change those patterns, and it takes the conscientious changing of our thoughts and feeding, reprogramming the mind with other thoughts that we prefer, which is one of the reasons why, for me, my alignment with the community of the six-figure mentors has been phenomenal, because that allows me to reprogram my mind with the knowledge of entrepreneurship, the knowledge of the digital world and digital economy. All of that was new to me. The masterminding of a community of success-oriented people who have already walked this walk. So every moment for me in having created a digital lifestyle is infused with reprogramming, and it's not about a fixed end destination, because we're always becoming. There's always something new to be experienced, and for me to wake up each day more and more as the artist of my life, the designer. And so I invite you to walk in that with me as the designer of your life, and releasing the fear that binds you and allowing forgiveness to set it free. Forgive all the beliefs you've ever had, give them forth. Every human that you imagine has offended you and shaped you into certain limitations, release them. It's not who they really are in their ultimate identity. So peace to you today from Beth the Sybil, and success on your journey wherever you are. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. Peace out.